Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow and they help get it in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now in our last episode we had twice as many constructors as we do here, because quite literally at the very end of the episode I was looking at how much I'd have to deal with the outputting screws. And I noticed that I had done all of the maths on working that these constructors use 5 ingots a minute. They don't. They take in 5 at a time and make 20 screws, but they actually output 12.5 a minute. So the maths was wrong. We only need 62.4 constructors to deal with a single line. So what we've got is we had 5 blocks of 8, wasn't it? So it was 5 times 8, so that's 40. So we've got 80 constructors here, which is more than we need. So we can actually start chopping some off the end. So 780 divided by 12.5 needs 62.4. So if we start chopping some off the end, that's oh, hang on, right. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, so that would be 74, 73, 72, 71, 70. So let's take those down. We need 62, so that's then 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62. So that should cover it there. So that should then be, let's just do the maths to double check that. So that's then 4 rows of 16 by the looks. So 4 times 16 is 64. Okay, fine, we'll just deal with the fact that we're going to have some that probably should be underclocked, but whatever. At this point I just want to get it going. So we'll just tidy all that up. Okay. Right, okay. Come on, take these last few bits out. Okay, there we go. So in theory, that's all the constructors we need. Not quite the army that we had before. And then these are going to be outputting at 50 a minute. So we've then got 780 divided by 50. So every 15 we'll need a new line. Okay. Alright. So, let's start working on that output before we bring anything up here. So, you're going to be the mergers. So, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait a minute. How's this one short? That's 4 sets of 60. Okay, alright, 4 sets of 60 we can work with. Yeah, we can do that. Because what we can do is, where we needed 780 divided by 12.5, that's 0.4. So if we overclock each of the first one by 10%, that is going to give us our 0.4. It does also mean that we will be making do with our mergers. Yeah, they're going to overlap if I do that. That's going to have to go there. And that's going to do that. Yeah, okay. Alright. Hang on. Which way round are you trying to do this? Because that's the kind of daft thing that's going to get me in trouble. So we'll just run all these out. Ooh, this is tight, isn't it? Missing rods. Okay, right, let's go get some rods. And then we'll continue on with that. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably stick 4 awesome sinks at the end just so we can stress test this little setup before we move on to the next one. Because it would kind of be nice to watching it all flow at full speed. Also, while we're coming down here, let's have a quick look. How is the wire doing? That's looking healthier. There's wire in there. Excellent. Okay, that's good. So that seems to have fixed that problem where we were doing the wire rework at the end of last episode. That's good. Okay. I mean, to my mind, this is still an impressive amount of constructors. Right, okay. Oh, blimey, okay. There's the autosave. You can have a bit more room because you don't have anyone next to you. And this is the kind of belt work that just goes on. And I'm fully aware that this is all exactly the kind of thing that any of the bigger YouTubers would just boop. And you just wouldn't see any of this. But, you know, you guys tell me you want to watch it, so you get to experience it with me. But I think this will be quite satisfying when we get it going in. I mean, I think this centre one with 2 banks, I think is going to be quite cool to look at. Oh, right, okay. Still going. We've got to do all the tier 1 ones, all from the actual constructors individually in a minute. Right. No, not into yourself, thank you. Oh, I have no idea what was going on there. Okay. Okay. Oh. That worked quite nicely. Alright, let's get round to here. This one's going to be the fiddly one because I can't properly see it. It looks like it's going in okay. Okay, and then back in on this side. And the other thing as well is where these belts here are so short, I can actually just double click to put them in, because it's also automatically splitting them. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a splitter right here. And you are going to deal with basically sending those out. Okay, right, let's set up the awesome sinks at the other end. No, I don't want 30 of them. Oh, we can do 4. Okay. Like I say, this is just to stress test them. Right, we'll grab you. Actually, we'll grab that. Make that a power 2. And then we'll just power these on. Cool. Okay. And then we can come down here. Grab a conveyor hole. Grab the lift. Cool, that looks like it snapped straight in there. Ah, there's our logistics floor. Right, and you're going to come down like that. And from here, yeah, I know these ones are black. It seemed to have changed the default colour, which threw me. Right, we're going to want a lift hole here. I'm going to collect. We're going in there. Let's do it that way. And we can send that up there, and then we want to get up quick so we can watch it all flood through. Okay. And the first ones are starting. And I don't see the first screws going off yet, which surprises me. I thought we would have by now. There we go. There are the first ones off. Okay, so the screws are getting made. So that is then going to start wearing through. Okay, so we can let that run up. That's the screws, in theory, hopefully ticked off a little bit, because that's a lot of screws we're making. Sorry about that. Right, so we're at 62.4 times 50. So we're still making... Yeah, because it's still 50 a minute out. Yeah, so we're still making 3,000 screws a minute here. Which is, to my mind, it feels like an absurd amount. But, you know, you always need a huge number of screws. These guys are filling up. What will be quite nice as well, though, is we can dip down below now that this one's emptying out, and we can actually see this line working properly. I mean, that is still, in theory, emptying out, but you can see it going, which is quite nice. It's just because it's all backed up and it's trying to get rid of the ingots that are all in here. But still, that is definitely going. Cool, okay, so we'll leave that for a minute. So, what was next on our agenda for our modular frames? So, we would need the reinforced plates, which we are looking at. Do we want to use screws for those? Maybe. I mean, actually, we'll need to make a set of iron plates, won't we? So, let's look at iron plates. I'm not worried about coated plates. So, we've got... How many per minute? You need 20 per minute. Let's make sure we look at the 30 per minute. Let's make sure we look at the right number. So, we've got 30 per minute. So, if we've got 780 divided by 30. So, that's 26 this time. Okay. Let's load the blueprint designer. Just so we can change the recipe. Right, load. Make our screw. And this time we are making... It's just iron plates, isn't it? Yeah, 30 to 20. Right. Okay. And this is iron plate. Clear. Pick everything up. Okay. So this is 26. And 26 divided by 8 is 3.25. So that's 3 1/4 of these. Which shouldn't be too bad, actually. Okay, so we could actually pretty much try and line them up here. So if we put it there, 1, 2, 3, and then for 1/4 we just need to add one more of each of these on the end. So I have just thought, yeah, you've done that weird double thing again. Why do you flip it over? I don't understand. This is the thing, Coffee Stain, I know I'm not big enough for you to actually care, because I'm such a small YouTuber, but why flip it out like that when I'm running it out? I just don't get it. I don't understand why that blueprint flips and changes what direction it's facing. Right, okay. Okay. So now we can try and plug everything in. Get rid of that. You're going in there. And we need one more on each side. You don't seem lined up. That's better. Okay. That's in there. That's in there. And then we can copy the setting and pop it in there. Okay. What we can also do with this one, we can do this on a single line. Right, so we can do the mergers over this side. Because I kind of like that bit where it loops over the top. If we were able to do that and keep it on a single line, I think that looks quite effective. Whoop. Okay, that's all of that. I should be able to grab you and plug you in there. Come on. There we go. Right, power all the way along, which is good. Whoa, that's feeding into itself. That's not what we want. Oh, here comes the autosave. No, I didn't need that there. Thank you. Okay, right. And then on this side, we can grab... Here we go, the tier 1 belts. These don't seem quite as high as the smelters, so... I'll just popping these up too. Cool, okay. And we'll do the same on this side. There we go. Cool, that's that done. And then we just run the belts across. Like I say, I do actually think that looks quite effective watching them go over the top like that. Oh, missing iron plates. I was like, hang on, what happened there? Missing iron plates, that'll do it. So let's go and grab some. Ellie whoop. Oh, ah. There we go. And let's just have a quick look at the wire while we're here. Excellent, that's all flooding in. That's got more in it than it had before. Perfect. That definitely seems to have sorted the problem, which is good. That's what you want to see. And it's an easier fix than what we're up to here. You know, building a whole new factory just to do a ton of modular frames. Right, where were we? There we go. I'm also going to grab one of these, so again we can stress test it. Because this manifold does not look like it's up to speed yet, but look at all those screws flying in. Lovely. And it's still going at a rate of knots. Okay, so this one's also going to need one. This one gets one all to itself. I don't need to worry about the splitter this time. Okay. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to grab you and we're going to go this way round. So we're going to come to here. Where is that actually a straight line for? A straight line for here. Okay. Okay, so you're smack bang in the middle there. Okay, that's fine. Because we'll do that. And then we will go out like so. Right, okay. Right, we'll grab that. Okay. Bring you down like so. Yeah, you're taking in. Right, okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come here. And then swoop in like that. There we go. That now all floods along there as well, just as good. And that is then 2 of our banks fully utilised. And then this manifold kicks up as well. I mean, that one's still firing up, you can see, because the ones at the end... Oh no, the ones at the end won't get there because we've done this maths on a 780 line and we don't have 780 yet. So, yeah. But either way, this one's now firing up too. There we go. You can see there's our belt iron plates. We've got more coming over this way. So yeah, we've got iron plates feeding through and we can just wait for that to fire up. So next we're going to need to try and send some of these upstairs to make the reinforced plates. But that's going to be for next time. So as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much to my patrons. Your patronage is incredibly appreciated, and please don't forget that as patrons you do gain access to the save files for both this and for Stranded Deep, so that you can explore the worlds at your own leisure. Other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.